say no. No to corruption, no to backhanders, no to backdoor deals, no to the UN, no to the WEF, no to big tech companies, no to big pharma.
Hey, what's up New Zealand and the world? Lucas Lawman's Kiwi Voice. Today we are at Latimer Square for the Freedom and Rights Coalition Enshrine Our Bill of Rights March. Now here we are at 11:15. The crowd number is disappointingly low. So in the hundreds, absolutely, but not, I wouldn't say, based on previous experience looking at this, it would be anywhere near 1,000 as of yet. I'm sure they'll give us a good amount of time for more people to walk in, which I can see in different areas of the square. People are still trickling in, so we'll hope to get a bit of a boost. I'm sure you've heard this story every week. The last 3 marches that I've done, I've got it completely and utterly wrong, and it turned out to be quite a good number. So we'll hope for that. We'll hope I'm wrong again. So with everything, let's talk about protest. I mean, why are people continuing to come out with us? Aren't all the mandates dropped? I said this in my live previously, but the fact of the matter is only some have. The teachers and doctors who had their case before, now I've got this around the wrong way. The teachers and doctors that had their case before the High Court, same as the police and defence force, they were ruled against. They were not deemed illegal, so whatever the consistency is there, the smallest argument I can see is that they do have something for the health sector, if working off their logic, but it still seems completely unjust to me. Any mandate is, and so we're still marching for these people. We've got to keep in mind that there's plenty of stuff going on. The mass resignations in the Ministry of Health at the top level may be some indicator. Anyway, we could talk about this forever. There's a million reasons why people are still here, still trying to have their voices be heard, and are still concerned about the direction that this government is taking our country. Let's go and have a look. We've got a tent site over here. We've got some signs, a bit of a set-up display. So we'll go and check that out. We'll do the usual, try and catch the full numbers at the corner of the square as we go through. Let's get amongst it.
$80 a time he was charging for people to hear him speak. He should be paying them $80 a time to hear him speak. It makes you wonder. Well, these people got to be brought down. They have. There's not one of them represents us. We've got to get our people in power. Like I say, local government, Christchurch Mayor, Mayor of Wellington, Mayor of Auckland, our people we want in power, and we want people who are not going to be corrupted. That's the main thing. Next leader that steps into the breach is going to carry on the work she started. And it's like the boiling frog, bit by bit by bit. Most people believe they're doing a fantastic job and don't even realise their freedoms are being taken away bit by bit. And it's a sad state of affairs, but that is the brilliance of the propaganda machine right across.
So that was a fairly decent look, team. They are moving quite quickly. So the bikes, you can probably hear those. Thankfully, because I've got a fantastic mic now. I'm going to keep talking on, I'm just loving my mic. They've headed over to the corner. I'm walking fairly quickly to get over there. So we'll try and get in the usual position. And let's commentate this thing as we go through and see how the numbers look. And here it is, team. Looking fantastic. Here we go. Freedom's rights. Alrighty, team. Well done, lads. Hey man, how are you?
Hey.
So we got a couple of new chants though. Hey ho, hey ho. Government has got to go. So obviously looks so much more impressive when everyone eventually gets together.
Government has got to go. Hey, government has got to go. Come on. Hey.
Excellent. So yeah, based on that, and here comes the end pretty quickly, team. If you've watched a few of these, you'll understand my estimations. You'll be getting the feel from me. Around 500. That was a good one. Still tight knit, still peaceful, still absolutely enough to make an impact. So yeah, I reckon around 500. So yeah, so we have headed the same route that I expected. I bumped into DK here covering the march as well. So what brings you out to protest, mate?
The same thing that brings everyone out, man. We want to get rid of all the crap mandates and all the government-controlled information that's not making it to anyone in the public.
Yeah.
They're just like telling us lies, expecting us to believe them all, and not enough people are seeing the truth or seeing what's really going on.
Nice. So you're doing a bit of work yourself, so just give us quickly the deets of your YouTube, etc.
YouTube, it's DB123, because it's the original first account I ever made up, and it still hasn't been taken down.
Nice.
So I don't stream there, so it doesn't get taken down.
Yep.
But that's where I post all the videos from the protests too.
Yep.
And I stream on Twitch, and that's under DK-spiracy.
Okay.
And BitChute channel under DK-spiracy.
Nice. Check it out, team. We'll get amongst it.
Government.
Peter. I've just bumped into Peter as we go over the chants. What brings you out to march, Peter?
I just want to express myself with the camouflage tyranny that's been going on, not just for the last 2 years, but historically. And I want to see a completely different paradigm relative to a thought pattern on how the masses, not just in New Zealand, but around the world, can see what has been going on.
Thank you for talking to us. So, as expected, we're heading down New Regent Street. Things get a little tight down here, but it has the impact, that's for sure. Go behind us. Once again, you get my forehead, but you get the drift.
When I say government, you say must go. Government. Government. Keep coming up, Tanya. Keep coming up. Fill out to the left first. Fill out to the left, and then we'll make our way to the right. Ho! Government has got to go. Hey ho! Hey ho! Government has got to go. Hey ho! Hey ho! Government has got to go. Hey ho! Hey ho! Government has got to go. Hey ho! Hey ho! Government has got to go. Hey ho! Hey ho! Government has got to go. When I say government, you say must go. Government must go. Government must go. When I say government, you say must go. Government must go. Government must go.
Ehoa atua ona iwi matora atafakarongona me arohanoa kia hua kodepai kia torto atafai mana kiti amai Aotearoa God of nations at thy feet in the bonds of love we meet. Hear our voices, we entreat. God defend our free land. God Pacific's triple star from the shafts of strife and war. Make her praises heard afar. God defend New Zealand.
It's the calm before the storm. So-called mandates have been dropped apparently. And I can't believe how silly New Zealanders are. I love my fellow Kiwis, love my fellow brothers, but I can just feel it in the atmosphere. I was up in Auckland Monday, Tuesday, and been back down here, and I can just feel in the atmosphere everybody's dropped their guard. Everybody thinks that just because the Wicked Witch of Wellington has dropped a few mandates, we're all good. These marches have never been just about the mandates. Our end goal, or the end game, call me a dreamer, call me nuts, call me whatever. I've been called all the names under the sun, especially this week. But our end game always has been to remove the current corrupt political system. As long as this government's in sovereign power, because they've made themselves sovereign, they'll make changes and bring in bills overnight while we're sleeping, then we wake up in the morning and we gotta swallow it, so they say. We gotta take it on the chin. After all, they say, you fellas voted us in, this is a democratic society. Well, I say to them, that doesn't give you the right to be dictators, to be manipulators, and treat the people of New Zealand the way you be treating them. These people are not our enemies. Someone who wears a mask is not my enemy. They're not my enemy. I've got family and friends, and I'm gracious with them, and I'm kind to them, and I'm loving to them. They had
to take a jab, a double jab, and a booster. They don't know any better to keep their jobs, to pay the mortgage, to get food on the table. Listen, we should not be mean to them. We should not put them down. We should not mock them. Because that's the biggest percentage of people in New Zealand at the moment. There's people who've been jabbed, double jabbed, and got the booster. They're the ones who are starting to wake up. They're messaging me, they're texting me, they're calling me, and they're saying, I've had enough. So I said to my wife, I'm going to tread where angels fear to tread for me. I'm going to put my name in the hat for the Christchurch City Council. In fact, we're so serious about it, we're moving from Rangiora into town. I'm not moving for scenery, I'm moving for purpose. Listen, this matters. There are people in the media, the last time we came out, the media had great pleasure in reporting our numbers were diminished. You know what they said? They said it went from thousands to hundreds. They've never reported thousands in any one of our marches. Never. So that makes me want to go harder.
That was keen. Really just re-emphasising the unity, the peace and the joy of actually doing this thing. There was talk, of course, about the local body elections and what's going on there, and the text support to 5477 you'll be aware of by now. As we come through the Bridge of Remembrance, bikes are out in front. So yeah, obviously you can probably pick up from the commentary I haven't obsessed so much about the number today. Somewhere between sort of, I don't know, 400 and 600 I would say. Hereabouts. So yeah, and no real differing signs to speak of. A lot of the Voices for Freedom stuff is definitely around. Repeal COVID-19 Public Health Response Act 2020. Yeah, there. Coercion is not consent. The jab not safe, not effective. Medical apartheid, no. As we're coming to the end, team, as you'll see, like I say, it's definitely in the lower hundreds this time around.
It's important that New Zealand is a place where people can peacefully protest. Yep. I think what they're doing in Wellington is just disgusting, but the way that it's going on here, I'm all for it, as long as they don't block up traffic because I need to get out of the car park.
Nice. So we bumped into Derek, trying to get a good shot at the back of the march. So what are you thinking about events today? Obviously a bit of a smaller number, but still tight and unified?
Oh, absolutely. Every march, whether it's been 10,000 plus, 7,000, 5,000, 3,000, whatever, we've always had that unity around freedom of choice.
Yep.
So we keep the message constant. Yep. We stay integral to the message, which is, that's part of it, unity around freedom of choice. And of course the end game is we want this government out.
Yeah.
And I've always stated, Lucas, you know this,
yes.
I've got no hidden messages that they're all as bad as each other.
Yep.
They're all cut from the same cloth.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yep.
So how, you think you're going to get traction with the male candidates that you were speaking about during speeches?
I think so, especially running your march.
Yep.
And for myself, coming into town here and putting my name in the hat for Christchurch.
Yeah, big call.
Yeah. I've got nothing to lose. I'm not a career politician.
Yeah, exactly. Get into it. So we've just bumped into Renee. So what do you think about what you're seeing in front of you there, Renee?
I fully support it.
Yeah, you fully support it. Simple as that.
Yeah.
Look, it seems peaceful to you.
100%.
Awesome. Think about what you see in front of you there, sir.
I think I don't really care. Politics is stupid.
Yep, okay. Okay, so I bumped into Mike walking through the centre of Christchurch. So what brings you out to protest on a day like today, Mike?
Because we're
losing our freedoms very rapidly, and one of the things that they've done to bring us to this point is this over-the-top hysterical response to COVID, which essentially is a 99.8% survival rate.
Correct.
And the only reason why they're doing this was a power grab, taking away our rights, closing businesses, destroying the middle class, destroying the economy. It's all part of the global Great Reset. And Jacinda Ardern has signed on to it since she's in graduate of the World Economic Forum Young Leaders program, like Trudeau, like Macron, and we have to make people aware of what's going on, and people have to stop just believing what this media is telling them. Same media that she's paid, I don't know, what is it, $100 million?
$55 million.
$55 million. So I'm just here to support the movement to get as many people as we can woken up, and maybe there'll be some positive change. Or getting back to things the way things used to be.
Yeah, awesome. Thanks for talking to us. I really appreciate it. He's got an interview going up tonight. Lovely. So back here at Latimer Square, so the march went off without a hitch, another well-organised Freedom and Rights Coalition march. If you want to get in touch with these guys or see what they're all about, tfrc.org.nz. They're also on Telegram and on Facebook, specifically for Christchurch. It's the Freedom and Rights Coalition Group 2.0. So search that out. As I said, much smaller today, but still tight, united. Really good to get some feedback from some of the bystanders. The weather has been absolutely stunning. I've been brushing off the sweat, once again overdressed for this thing. But the word has gotten out there, the speeches were loud. We're going to do a bit of a roundabout on Alive shortly with regards to all the setup here and the signs. But thanks to everyone for tuning in. I really appreciate you taking the time to do so. Hit that like button, comment down below and share these links if you're on Facebook. Do the same thing on YouTube, but also hit that subscribe button if you have not already yet. For now, team, stay safe, stay free. See you again real soon.